ওয়েলকাম সবাইকে ক্লাসমেট 24 ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে। ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল কাউন্সিল অফ হায়ার সেকেন্ডারি এডুকেশনের ক্লাস 12 এর সেমিস্টার 3 এর অন্তর্গত যে প্রোজ অ্যান্টন চেকোভের লেখা বেট থেকে আজকের ক্লাসে অ্যাসারশন রিজন বেসড সমস্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ এমসিকিউ নিয়ে আলোচনা করব। বেট থেকে ইতিমধ্যে আমরা লাইন বাই লাইন এক্সপ্লানেশন সহ গুরুত্বপূর্ণ সমস্ত ক্লাসগুলো কভার করেছি। বেটের এমসিকিউ আমরা কভার করেছি, পাশাপাশি বেট থেকে বিভিন্ন গুরুত্বপূর্ণ গ্রামার বেসড এমসিকিউ নিয়েও আলোচনা করেছি। আশা করছি আমার সেই সমস্ত ক্লাসগুলো সবাই ফলো করেছো। যদি না করে থাকো বা যদি তোমরা নিউ হয়ে থাকো এই চ্যানেলে, কাইন্ডলি চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দেবে এবং সেই সমস্ত ক্লাসগুলো আগে ফলো করে নেবে এবং পরবর্তী ক্লাসগুলো পাওয়ার জন্য অবশ্যই চ্যানেলটা ফলো করে বেল আইকনটা প্রেস করতে ভুলবে না, তাহলে পরবর্তী প্রত্যেকটি ক্লাসের নোটিফিকেশন সহজেই তোমাদের কাছে পৌঁছে যাবে। ইংলিশে ক্লাস 11 এবং 12 এর প্রত্যেকটা সেমিস্টারের উদ্দেশ্যে আমার এই চ্যানেল থেকে তোমরা ফুল সিলেবাস বেসড নোটস, ওয়ান লাইনার্স এবং এমসিকিউ সহ প্র্যাকটিস সেট পেয়ে যাবে খুবই স্বল্প মূল্যে। আশা করছি তোমাদের আগামী পরীক্ষার কথা মাথায় রেখে বানানো এই সমস্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ নোটস গুলো ইংলিশে তোমাদের আগামী পরীক্ষার ক্ষেত্রে ভীষণই হেল্পফুল হবে। তাই যারা যারা ইচ্ছুক, ডেসক্রিপশন বক্সে আমি এই হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নাম্বার উল্লেখ করে দিচ্ছি, তোমরা সরাসরি এই হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নাম্বারে কন্ট্যাক্ট করে এই নোটস গুলো পারচেস করতে পারো। এবং আজকের ক্লাসের এই পিডিএফটা পেতে হলে বা যে কোনো ধরনের প্রশ্ন থাকলে তোমরা সরাসরি আমার টেলিগ্রাম গ্রুপ বা আমার হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ চ্যানেলটাও ফলো করে নিতে পারো। টেলিগ্রাম গ্রুপের লিংক এবং হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ চ্যানেলের লিংক আমি এই ভিডিও ডেসক্রিপশন বক্সে বাকি সবকিছুর সাথে উল্লেখ করে দিচ্ছি। তো ফিরে আসছি আজকের এই ক্লাসের আলোচনাতে। দেখো, অ্যাসারশন রিজন বেসড এমসিকিউ নিয়ে আলোচনা করব বলেছিলাম। তো সবার প্রথম কোয়েশ্চেন দেখো, অ্যাসারশন বক্তব্য, রিজন কারণটা উল্লেখ থাকবে আর অপশন হিসেবে আমাদের থাকবে যে দুটোই ট্রু, এক্সপ্লেইন করছে নাকি এক্সপ্লেইন করছে না, নাকি এ ট্রু আর ফলস নাকি এ ফলস আর ট্রু। এইভাবে আমরা সমস্ত অপশন গুলো পাবো। তো সবার প্রথমে দেখো কি বলা হয়েছে, দ্য প্রিজনার রিকোয়েস্টস অনলি ক্লাসিক্যাল লিটারেচার ল্যাটার। আর রিজনে বলা হয়েছে হি সাফার্স ফ্রম সেভার লোনলিনেস ইনিশিয়ালি। অপশন কি রয়েছে, বোথ এ অ্যান্ড আর ট্রু and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true, R is false, A is false, R is true. Here we can see that option D will be the answer. A is false, R is true. Why? See, A is false, assertion is false. Because in his latter years, the prisoner does not limit himself to classical literature. He reads an immense variety of subjects indiscriminately, including chemistry, medicine, philosophy, and languages. That's why here assertion will be false. Okay, and reason is true. He suffers from severe loneliness initially. Obviously, during the first year of his confinement, he suffers deeply from isolation and loneliness. He used to play melancholic music on his piano, isn't it? That's why. So option D, A, false, R, true will be the answer here. Understand? Next question, question number 2. Question number 2, what is the assertion here? The assertion is the lawyer staying in a prison cell, and the reason is the bed required strict isolation. See, here also the options are same. Both A and R are true. R is the correct explanation of A. R is not the correct explanation of A. A true, R false. A false, R true. Assertion, we can see here that assertion is true. He lives in a garden lodge which functionally serves as a prison cell because he is locked inside and completely barred from all human contact. That's why, isn't it? So the lawyer staying in a prison cell is true. So assertion will be true. And reason is also true. See, reason is there, the bed requires strict isolation. Obviously, the explicit rule of the bed was that he must remain in absolute solitary confinement, isn't it? He is confined to that prison cell preciously because the condition of the bed demanded strict isolation, isn't it? That's why here we can see the reason is correctly explaining the assertion. So we can say option A will be the answer here. Option A is the answer. Understand? Next question, question number 3. Assertion, the lawyer highly values physical and earthly freedom. Reason, he experiences the world entirely through texts. Okay, let me explain the assertion and reason first. See, assertion we can see that it's false. Why? By the end of his confinement, the lawyer explicitly states in his letter that he despises the earthly freedom, health, and all material blessings, calling them illusions. And the reason is true. because he is physically locked up. Books are his only means to travel, climb mountain, hear birds and experience the world, isn't it? That's why here we can see option D will be the answer, because A false and reason is true. Okay. Next question, question number 4. Assertion: banker claims that voluntary confinement is the hardest of all. Reason: the constant option to leave poison's existence. Option C. Here options are also same. Assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. A true or false? A false or true. Here we can see that assertion is true. The banker explicitly states at the party that voluntary imprisonment is much harder than compulsory imprisonment. And reason is also true. He believes that when you are forced into prison, you accept your fate. But if you stay voluntarily, knowing you can walk out free at any moment, that knowledge will constantly torture your mind, isn't it? So this mental torment of being able to leave is exactly why the banker calls voluntary confinement is the hardest form of confinement, isn't it? So here we can see that reason is correctly explaining assertion. So option A will be the answer. Both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Next we can see question number 5. Assertion: the prisoner finally embraces worldly wealth that night. He believes that death wipes away all human achievements. Options both A and R are true. R is the correct explanation of A. R is not the correct explanation of A. A true or false? A false, R true. See, here we can see assertion is false. Prisoner doesn't embrace wealth. He completely rejects it. He intentionally escapes 5 hours before the deadline to forfeit the 2 million rubles or rubles. Here, reason is true. In his note, the prisoner clearly states that death makes all worldly achievements, wealth and beauty meaningless, because everyone eventually turns to dust, isn't it? So here we can see assertion is false but reason is true, and this is available in option D. So option D will be the answer here. Understand? Next question, question number 6. What's the assertion? The assertion is the lawyer's experience shows that knowledge can transform a person. Reading exposes individuals to new ideas and perspectives. Here are the same options available for question number 6 also. So we have to choose from these options. Here we can see assertion is false. Let me explain the assertion and reason first. See, assertion is true here. Over 15 years, reading history, philosophy and science completely transforms the lawyer from a money-minded man into a spiritually enlightened person, isn't it? And reason is also true. Books provide him with the wisdom of humanity and diverse perspectives without leaving his room. So, since reading directly causes his deep mental and spiritual transformation, R is the correct explanation of A. That's why option A will be the answer. Okay, option A. Next, question number 7. Assertion: banker judges the death penalty a priori. He lacks experience with either punishment form. Options are same. Let me clarify. Here we can see assertion is true. A priori means making a judgment based on theory and preconception rather than direct experience. At his party, the banker confidently asserts that the death penalty is better without having any real experience with capital punishment, isn't it? And reason is also true. The banker is just a wealthy businessman. He has never been a prisoner, nor has he ever executed anyone, isn't it? So because he completely lacks first-hand experience, his judgment is purely theoretical. That's why we can say that assertion is also true, reason is also true, and reason here correctly explains the assertion. That's why option A will be the answer. Okay. Next question, question number 8. Assertion: the prisoner initially plans to break the compact. He despises the banker's personal and social arrogance. Options are same as usual. So let me explain. See, assertion is true. The prisoner intentionally leaves his cell 5 hours early to break the contract and forfeit the money, isn't it? And reason is false here. He doesn't do this because of personal hatred or spite toward the banker. He does it because his spiritual awakening has made him despise all material wealth, choosing to prove his absolute detachment from the money. That's why he has done it. So, in this respect, assertion is true and reason is false. So, option C here will be the answer, because option C contains A true or false, isn't it? So, option C will be the answer here. Next question, question number 9. Assertion: the banker acts with extreme cowardice. He plots an untraceable silent physical murder. Options are same. Here we can see that assertion is true. Desperate to avoid paying the 2 million rubles, the banker decides to kill the helpless sleeping lawyer, which is an act of sheer mortal cowardice. Reason is also true. He plans to smother him with a pillow so it looks like a natural death, avoiding any blame or trace of crime. So the banker's choice to commit a secret, untraceable murder in the dark directly highlights his absolute cowardice. So we can say that reason here correctly explaining assertion, and it's present in option A. Both are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Okay, so assertion and reason both are true, and reason explaining the assertion. Option A will be the answer here. And the last question of today's class, assertion: the lawyer volunteers for 15 years confinement. Reason: he desires the banker's ultimate financial ruin. Options: both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. R is not the correct explanation of A. A true, R false, A false, R true. Let me explain. Assertion is true. The banker originally offers a bid for 5 years. The young lawyer, eager to prove his point that any life is better than no life, dramatically raises it to 15 years. Reason is false. He doesn't do this to financially ruin the banker. His motivation is purely idealistic. In fact, at the end of 15 years, he intentionally leaves early, specifically to avoid taking the banker's money. So here we can say that A true and R false. A true, R false available in option C. So option C is the correct answer. Understand? So these were all the important assertion reason based MCQs from Anton Chekhov's PET. I hope I was able to explain everything clearly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notifications for all my upcoming classes. That's all for today's class. I will see you in the next video with another important set of MCQs.